smooth transition. Dr. Sidnor is sitting in the back. He could be up here in the front, but he's sitting in the back. August the 1st, we exchanged about I think it was an hour and a half phone call going over passports and whatnot. And Dr. Sidnor has made the transition truly a joy and has truly made it smooth. For those of you who have been in different pulpits or different businesses, you know the difference between a smooth transition and a not so smooth transition. And this has been incredibly smooth. Dr. Sidnor has always inclined his ear to receive my calls, my pleas, my wonderings, my ponderings, and I thank you, sir, for your help, your wisdom, and your encouragement. Also, my godmother's here. I'm not going to say any more about that because I'm going to get emotional because you're up in front sitting, but I'm glad to see you here. And I know your birthday is next week, so I'm not going to say which one it is. Come on, make it back to anyway. In all seriousness, it is a pleasure to be here. As you have seen, the recorder has undergone a new look. I was told when elected that the publisher and editor work hand in glove. And we indeed have been hand in glove. Sometimes I don't know if he's the hand, I'm the glove, if I'm the glove, he's the hand. But regardless, we have done our best to make an appealing, attractive, and relevant publication to you, and we hope the effort is proved well. We have revamped the website. The new Christian Recorder website is thechristianrecorder.com. Most of you in this room should be receiving our new bi-weekly emails. If you have not received the bi-weekly emails, you can see me after the commission, or better yet, you can see Ms. Jackson after the commission, our social media manager, and she will be happy to enroll you on the list. We send them out once every other week, and these are rich text emails that have 6 articles from the paper of that edition, and we also give information that may be time sensitive, something that could not wait to print, but we need to print it. Also, for example, we distributed the Advent resources from the Christian Recorder. We emailed it out, and I could be able to tell the publisher that 4,440 persons opened the email, there were 1,800 downloads, and there were 6 thank you emails sent for the Advent resources. Amen. Regarding subscriptions, Dr. Frybrown gave you your number, I'm going to give you mine. We are at 4,500 subscriptions for the Christian Recorder. 4,500. For those of you who have been on this commission for a while, that number should not be a new number to you, because that number is what my church has been reporting. And the first charge that I was given was to try to get subscriptions up. Our subscriptions are 75% clergy. I have this check right here from a friend of mine from Florida who said, as a layperson, I want to support you. And I want to at this time acknowledge my connection to lay president, Dr. Willie Glover, who pays for his subscription. Amen. Amen. We understand the culture of one per church, but 4,500 subscriptions, we need to be at 10,000. And the publisher and I are working on a plan and that we will unveil at the July General Board meeting for subscription drive or a branding process. We believe that is an attainable goal, an achievable goal. And I encourage you members of the commission to publicize, I know I'm using the word, your publication. You own this publication. We work for you. We are the church's voice trying to make a good product. We stand behind our product, and we need you to stand behind us by promoting this product. I would also like to discuss the GDC. Bishop McKenzie alluded to the fact, well, she mentioned that we want to take these copies to distribute to our brothers and sisters in districts 14 through 20. I can tell you at this time that aside from Bermuda, that there are no subscription, there's only one paid subscription from districts 14 through 20. One paid subscription from districts 14 through 20. Mind you, Canada is in the 4th district. We have Canada, we have Bermuda, we have Bahamas. But when it comes to 14 through 20, we have one paid subscription, and that happened 2 weeks ago. We are going to the GDC meeting, myself, the publisher, and I believe the Director of Christian Education, and we've been working with persons on the continent to figure out how we can get the paper to the continent, and not just get the paper to the continent, but to sell the paper on the continent. Because we believe that when you buy something, you take ownership. We are giving these samples because we want people to see the product, to understand the product. But if you've noticed, we have been getting more news from outside the United States. We're working hard and diligently, and the next logical step that we are putting things in place to do is to get persons to buy the paper on the continent, which I'm hoping we will be able to begin doing starting around the July of next year after we go to the Global Development Council. Also, per mandate of the discipline, the general officers are instructed to impanel field representatives for District 14 to 20. I am pleased to report the bishops have been extraordinarily cooperative in this effort, and all of the districts except 2 have gotten back to me, and those 2 are going into planning meeting, and they will have something for me. So by the time we go to the GDC in February, I will be able to say that there is a field representative of the Christian Recorder assigned for every District 14 through 20. At this time, I also want to talk about how to send in news or what news we offer. Currently, we offer 2.5 products. We have our core product, which is the paper, the physical paper, which we sell. We also have the bi-weekly emails, which are a digest. They are not the full paper. They are 6 articles from the emails. They are free to all, with the hope that you will click, read, and want to buy the full paper. The publisher and I are working on a digital format that we hope to unveil at some point in the future. As you've heard, we're all working on digital. That's something that we are all apprised of and trying to get done. To send in news is very simple. You go to thechristianrecorder.com. You can email myself or articles at thechristianrecorder.com. The instructions are on the website along with our revised guidelines and timetables. And we want your news. We need your news. A newspaper isn't only a paper without news. And we need you to send our stories. I've contacted several of you, and there have been some amazing responses. And we want people to understand that the Recorder is only the paper that you make. And we need you to help us become a stronger, vibrant, vital voice for the church. I've gotten many great compliments on where we are, but I'm still not pleased with where we are. And I want us to be better, and I know we can do better. So visit our website, tell your local church, or if you don't feel like writing, call us. We can help you write it. But send us your news. And lastly, Facebook. We have, I'm pleased to say, our social media presence has, Regina, it's about doubled since the time we've taken the office. We started at 1,500 likes. We're now at 3,000. We have the steady Facebook traffic. Our posts have been reblogged by the World Council of Churches, the National Council of Churches. The AME voice is out there. And if you have something that you want to share with us on Facebook as an article, please email our social media manager, socialmedia@thechristianrecorder.com, and we'll be happy to share it there. But what we're trying to do is have a multiple methods of attack to make sure that the AMEs are out there, visible, and vibrant. I should also say that I'm in close dialogue with my partners in the AME Zion, CME, and UMC churches. We talk on a regular basis, sharing information. And I want to tell you, your publication is a good publication. Of our sister churches, we have by far the best online footprint of them. And where people ask us, how do you do such great emails? How do you do such great Facebook? We have good staff, and we get good news. So I want to thank you for the work. I would like to introduce our staff. Two of the 3 persons who work with me in this effort are here today. First, Ms. Regina Jackson, who is our social media manager. She can't stand up because she's doing the Facebook Live and post, but Regina is an accomplished social media professional. She's responsible for doing the emails. So if you like the emails, thank her. If you don't like them, well, I guess you should tell me, but she does a great job of the emails. And also she handles our Facebook posts and blogs. Also, our editorial consultant, we'll speak about her later, Reverend Lisa Hammonds, who has done a great job of assisting the editor. She's been doing a great job of assisting the editor in Nashville. She and I double team on editing. I do content editing. She does copy editing. She's a trained copy editor. And so people need to know that there is an office at Suite 102, 508th Avenue South. There is somebody who will pick up the phone of the office. That person's name is Lynette Kazee Armstrong. And so we have Armstrong Kazee, thank you. And we have a presence. We are there and we respond. And many of you have sent in emails to articles at thechristianrecorder.com. She does an amazing fast response rate. So we're here to serve, and we're trying to do good service. So lastly, I want to give you a point of information. The conversation with the publisher, we're trying new things. So one thing we are going to be doing is we're going to begin publishing double issues, which means we're going to print 2 issues once a month. So you will still get 2 issues, but they will be printed once a month. And we will be getting that in around February, because there's some whole other logistics that we have to go into, but we're going to start doing double printing of a double issue once a month. So those are the points of information. I do have one action item for the commission, if I may, Bishop. Per the discipline, I can't cite the article right now because I forgot to write it down, but we as the Christian Recorder have the responsibility to nominate an assistant editor that must be approved by the general board. And at this time, I would like to nominate the Reverend Lisa Hammonds to serve as the assistant editor of the Christian Recorder. I would like to bring that recommendation for the commission for final membership.
All right, Brother Thomas has made a recommendation for Reverend Lisa Hammond to be the assistant editor, and that it would be voted on by the general board. First, it has to be passed by this body. Yes, sir.
Bishop, I move that Reverend Lisa Hammond is being retained as the assistant editor of the Christian Recorder.
Bishop, comes for a second motion.
All right, they've probably moved and seconded several times. Any questions or concerns? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, ayes have it. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Bishop, this concludes my report. Thank you.
All right, give Brother Thomas.